What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Y'all already know what time it is. We are going to play Love Talk, aka Red Pill and Chill. Who do I have here with me today?
Hi guys, I'm Jasmine. I don't know. What do you want me to say about myself?
No, just you can just introduce your name. That's all you have to do.
Oh, okay.
All right. So earlier we was talking about Red Pill, and she was saying that Kevin Samuels wasn't Red Pill, and I was telling her that he was or he is. He might have didn't claim it, but he definitely was. Can you elaborate on that for me?
Kevin Samuels, in my opinion, was more of one of those characters in the YouTube space who advocated for black people, not necessarily a red pill community. So it was more so like the marriage rates are down, right? The weight gain, like obesity rates are up, things of this nature. So, I mean, economically, we don't have a lot of power, we don't have a lot of money. So he was more the person like, men, get your finances together. Women, get your bodies in check, get your etiquette together, do these things so we can economically move up, right? And this is more like empowering black people. This is why you aren't where you want to be. You're not entitled to anything. Improve yourself. Versus red pill is more so like, these black women aren't da-da-da-da, and these men, like, we're like the superior, right? And they kind of do this talk down. They're teaching instead of marriage and building up economically and families and wealth. They're teaching more so like women are essentially play toys and like go get your body count up and go sleep with a bunch of women and run havoc, right?
Okay.
Forget your moral code. Who cares about that? Like, forget these B words. Like, who cares about them? They're just stupid. They bring on a bunch of people or women in particular who don't have any logic in their brains, not a brain cell, right? To argue about these points that they have no clue about to make their rhetoric look better. I mean,
okay, hold on. So you said like 5 points.
I'm sorry, I did. I ran. It was a rant.
Okay, so let's go down point by point. Can you start with your number one point, which was in the sense of talking down on women? What was that about?
Yeah, so I think a lot of the red pill community is more so the claim is that this is a movement to wake people up, right? It's like the Matrix. Take the red pill, you know the truth. But within that same breath, instead of teaching truth and teaching what's moral, it's more so teaching young men who maybe feel isolated in the world, or they feel like they don't have a place, or they're looked down upon. This is how you view things. This is how you behave in the world, and that behavior is not conducive to a good society. Like, it's just very counterproductive to anything good. It's very disrespectful.
We're about to talk. Oh my god! Because you're saying a lot of what I disagree with. Okay. Number one, is science moral?
Is science moral?
Yes.
I would say no.
Okay. Red pill is basically the same thing. A lot of people get the misconception of that because the different creators use that as a background, use that as foundation, may have that in a name, etc., etc. So you probably may be referring to, like, we talked about this earlier, so I can say it. You probably refer to more like a Fresh and Fit or like a Myron, etc. And you're using that as a representation of the red pill versus what it actually is about, because what it's actually about doesn't get clipped, it doesn't go viral, it doesn't get views. Okay. So you're more so talking about the rah shit. The dating, relationship, right. you're what did they say? You're a bitch, blah blah blah, that type of shit. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. If that's not what red pill is supposed to be representative of, then the community has to do a better job of representing themselves, because anytime you say red pill to anybody, first they didn't think it's like, oh, these are misogynistic, nasty, down-talking men who don't care, who don't have sense, right? And then they want to proclaim they're so good. Yeah. And then you look at the people who are at the forefront of this movement, and you're like, these guys are, excuse my French, but assholes. Gotcha. Like, a lot of them are insecure. A lot of them have, like, maybe thorns in their side. They're trying to get off whatever it is that happened to them in high school, college. Like, you're like, damn, you're just vengeful. Like, fuck the girls, fuck the world. Fuck everybody. Like,
okay, no, I like what you said, because I get that sentiment through the feeling of it. Yeah. But what is specifically something that they said that you was like, that's vengeful or that's vindictive, etc.?
I mean, like, I'm thinking of particular people, but I mean, every other sentence is, these bitches, like, and these women ain't shit. You know, like, that's all. That's just what comes to mind.
I'm telling you, we're going to go line by line, Jazz. We're going line by line, all right? So when a guy says a woman ain't shit, right?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have the same energy when you hear women say men ain't shit?
No.
Why?
Well, because I think Well, I don't actually. Maybe I do, but when I hear a guy say women ain't shit, I think the same thing when I hear a woman say men ain't shit, which is if you're not picking the right people, with a period at the end.
Mm-hmm.
People are people, right? If
Mm-hmm.
you're vetting people properly, forgive me. If you're identifying values and not this vanity that the red pill preaches in particular, right? Then you're going to come across people with values as well that match you, and 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be ain't shit. But you don't know how to pick people, men or women. Women go out here and they want. I mean, like, that's a woman. This is like a girl who's super vain, and she wants the guy with the watch and the car, you know, who has all this money, and that's what he's leading with.
Yeah.
Right. That has nothing to do with his values. It has nothing to do with his morals. Who he is as a person. How he'll lead a family. How he'll lead you. Is he abusive? That has nothing to do with any of it. Okay, so these women, they're picking him, right, and they picking the wrong one. Like, of course.
Okay, you was cooking. You was cooking, but then you burnt the potatoes.
I didn't
like
burn,
the meat was
anything.
perfect. The vegetables was perfect,
Listen.
but then the potatoes you burnt them a little bit. Because here's why.
Okay.
I don't like. I want to start with what I do like. Everything that you said, I actually agree with. I think people should need to vet better.
Right.
People need to make better choices when it comes to vetting men and women, both 100%.
Yeah, equally.
Yes, but the notion that I don't like is twofold. Okay. Is one is mostly ain't shit people out here. Okay. It's most people that are not going to be compatible with each other. They are just in proximity. They are maybe in the same circle. Maybe they go to the same school, etc. And they're trying to build that connection with those people that are around them. Right. So I think that is part of it. That's what's playing. And then secondly, I gotta be completely. I gotta be completely honest.
Okay.
Never mind. I don't even want to know.
No.
I don't know if I want to say that.
Take it there.
I think men have been still the same. I think women has changed drastically, and I don't think necessarily it's men saying, "Oh, women ain't shit," and it's not true. I think women ain't shit, and I think men ain't shit. I think both. I think men are feminine. I think men don't have what it takes to become a man today. They don't have their own place. They don't have their own car, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Whatever list that you want them to have.
Right. Well, I agree with that, but then if we're taking that into context, how is this red pill community helping this, and not from a place of defensiveness, but we men who lead, right, who have more societal power, who have more of a voice, how do we lead the right way? I think so. I'm a girl. I'm just a girl, so I don't know, but if these men, like, you guys are men, you have a voice, you have a platform, why not use that to say, hey guys, instead of go sleep with 10 million women so you can know which one is the right one for you? I mean, what type of stupidity is that?
Hold on, don't.
How about you, say, hey guys, promiscuity is bad for both parties. You're spreading disease, right? You're creating pair bonds with different people. You're hurting people. You're hurting yourself, right? Let's learn how to vet women properly so you're not dealing with these gold-digging hoes, as you call them, even though you're going to be a provider. Well, not you. I'm speaking, the red pill community. Okay, instead of getting caught up, but on top of that, maybe you don't lead with your wallet, right? Like, don't flash all your wealth. If you're intelligent enough and you're dealing with the right women, you're vetting them properly, you'll know who's about what. And then from that point, when you're with that woman that you vetted properly, you can date her and take care of her and make a family with her and do the right things. Like, why don't you guys lead with that versus... all these hoes ain't nothing, and don't marry them, don't be with them, go sleep with them. They're all OnlyFans models. It's like,
because they are. A lot of women are, every year is more and more OnlyFans women. Every year is more and more women that are not conducive to a good relationship. Every year is more and more women that are more masculinized. Every year is more and more women that have more bodies, etc. Things that men just don't like. Yeah. So I hear what you're saying, 100%. I get it. I understand it. I digest it. I'm listening. But from our point of view, number one, red pill again is not just about a particular art claims. It's more about descriptions. Okay. It's more about, hey, if you want this, this is the information for this. Make your own decision. And I think people get that misconstrued with the clips that's going viral, because guess what? I got to be honest. This may be a man accountability thing. We want to fuck. Right. Like, most men want to fuck, so they're going to gravitate towards that type of content. Oh, how do I fuck a bitch? Oh, how do I get one? How do I talk to a woman? Where do I go to get one? And where's the blah, blah, blah? They're going to go to that more content versus... oh, how do you vet a girl properly? Just like you said, which I agree with 100%. Do you look for what type of morals do you look for in a woman? What type of modesty, feminine, communication, honesty,
Right.